What's up everybody, my name is SK and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about line of action. First we're going to look at action and what does it mean in animation. In the previous video we talked about silhouette, and a silhouette is supposed to tell what the action the character is doing. So you can see that this character is playing a tennis, and this character is playing a basketball, and this character is playing soccer. Also, an action is supposed to tell the emotion of the character. For example, this couple is fighting against each other and the emotion state is very tense and angry. And we also have another example here. You can see a silhouette of a father and a child, most probably a daughter. They are most likely going through an emotional depressed stage. It looks like both of them are going through a hard time, like losing a loved one. So to summarize, the line of action, the action is supposed to tell first the character action, what is the character doing at that moment, and second is the character emotion. After you got that right, you need to make the character more appealing. In the 12 principle of animation, one of the principle is appeal. What exactly is appeal? Let's look at some of the poses that I found online. This character is throwing a baseball. Overall, the pose is not so bad, but if we look at our reference over here, we have found another reference. If I put it side by side, this poses is much more appealing than this. Why? Maybe it's because this hand is stretching backward more than this guy. Okay, you can see this left hand is trying to stretch out, especially this arm over here. You can see that it's pushing up quite a lot. Okay, you can see over here, if you can push up more, it will look better. Okay, what we are trying to learn today is the line of action. So what is the line of action? If we draw one line from the body from the top to the end, you can see that this is the line of action. Compared to this guy over here, you can see that there is this kind of line of action. It's a much more better line of action because you can feel the stretch over here. Okay, rather than this is a very small stretch. Okay, and we can see that the arm is pushing out quite a lot. Okay, if you can push this hand, okay, to show the line of action more. Let's look at this diagram over here. How do we draw the line of action? Okay, first we look at the hip over here. So we draw one line over here, and we look at the chest. You can draw one line over here, and next we look at the spine, one line over here, and then we connect the middle part together, okay, plus the head and the body. So same for this, where we draw. We can create this kind of line of action. Even when we're standing still like this, okay, we can afford to draw this kind of line. So it's not a total straight line. Even when we sit down like this, we can draw something like this to create that line of action. Even we are sitting down, we must always try to bend our body, create this line of action. You can see the hip over here is pointing like this, and then the chest will be at the opposite direction. Just now when we look at line of action, we draw the spine from the head to the toe, right? Okay, we also need to look at the arm itself and the weapon they are carrying, or any props they are carrying. For example, this guy, basic line of action is something like this. Okay, we also need to look at the pointing direction of this. Okay, plus the leg. Okay, everything is pointing towards here. And same for this. When we draw the arm, the line of action, okay, even the sword need to continue this line of action, point it downward. Okay, same for the leg. You can see this line of action. Okay, if it's pointing down, it's kind of line of action. So you must include all the weapon itself. Okay, this kind of line of action. Okay, even the arm, it contributes line of action. I draw in blue color. So this weapon itself is pointing up. Okay, this weapon itself is pointing down. So the line of action should be overall pointing downward. Okay, everything looking downward. Overall should be pointing downward. And the leg is spread out itself. So the hand and the weapon should be spread out. Lastly, I want to talk about character expression line of action. This is more of acting animation. Even the face, we give up a line of action. We can draw from the top of the head to the end of the jawline. Okay, you can see that this is the line of action. Draw the eyebrow and we connect the eyes and even the mouth. Look at this line of action is quite similar to your body line of action. Okay. Connect the eyebrow, the eyes, and the line of the mouth. This is the kind of line of action. So even the front view, you can see that there is a curve over here. Okay, this is the line of action we are talking about for the facial. If you like my video, don't forget to hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel as I will be posting new video every week. Hope to see you guys next time and happy animating!